My aim is to deliver a cultural compass for Europe in 2025, a meaningful and new strategy that will shape together, a bold and ambitious political initiative empowering culture and creativity, enabling healthy democracies and open societies, strengthening Europe's security, Europe's preparedness, and our democratic values, and unlocking the potential of the EU's cultural and creative sectors to adapt, to innovate, and to drive Europe's competitiveness and societal resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, the European Union is a global cultural powerhouse, a global actor promoting worldwide the role of culture and mutual understanding. Culture shapes how people perceive the world. It is Europe's beating heart, our lifeblood, bridging divides and uniting us, reinforcing our democratic principles, empowering our regions and our communities. But the cultural and creative industries also employ 8.7 million people in the European Union. That is almost as many as there are people employed by the agricultural sector. From music to performing arts, books to publishing, museums, theatres and libraries, architecture and design, among others. These represent more than 2 million cultural enterprises in Europe, and they generate annually around 200 billion euro in value added to our business economy. Then there are our initiatives, like the European Capitals of Culture. They need no introduction or no explanation on their value added or their contributions to our societies and our economies. Their positive effects speak for themselves. But beyond all these numbers, culture is also indispensable to our well-being and our quality of life, with a strong positive impact on our health. It is an integral part of our European way of life. However, honourable members, we live in a time of profound transformations. This is a pivotal moment for our European Union and especially for our democracies. Artistic and cultural freedoms are increasingly under attack. Geopolitical tensions and conflicts continue to grow. Disinformation and foreign interference threaten to pull us apart. Economic and geographic inequalities need our urgent attention, and Europe's competitive edge has continued to slip. This calls for fresh innovation to boost inclusive growth, but also to secure our sustainable prosperity, to create wealth, to create employment and further prosperity, and to step up our efforts to address global and societal challenges like climate change. In all this, the cultural sector has a strong role to play in these societal transformations, a pivotal role to play. But for that to happen, the right conditions need to be in place. First, artistic freedom remains the essential precondition for the creation and enjoyment of our culture. Fundamental principles and core values, such as the freedom of artistic expression and creation, will guide the culture compass. Second, there can be no art or culture without people. This is a strategic investment in our democracy and in our values. Culture must pay the rent. Improving living and working conditions for professionals working in the art and cultural and creative sectors is an investment in people, ensuring they can make a good livelihood and safeguarding the future of culture itself. Third, arts and culture are also important players and strongly impacted by other major overarching societal transformations, like the global race for technology and artificial intelligence. This comes with both opportunities and disruptions. We must follow these developments closely to ensure that our cultural and creative sectors are empowered, especially by securing fair remuneration and safeguarding of their rights. This context calls for joining forces to shape a holistic, strategic response together, to harness the power of the arts, culture, and cultural heritage to foster innovation, to foster economic prosperity, to foster social cohesion, and to foster regional development. What we need is a paradigm shift, one that places culture at the center of EU policy making, across different sectors and industries, from competitiveness to defence, security and resilience, from regional and health policy to the rule of law. In this respect, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks ago I launched a consultation process on the Cultural Compass, to gather the views and experiences of Europe's artists, cultural workers and creatives. I was pleased to see the engagement of the European Parliament and the Polish Presidency of the Council, and I was truly encouraged to see the sector's strong support, outlining our shared objectives for this initiative. The message was clear. We need a European culture compass, starting with a structured and strategic dialogue with the culture sector, and complemented by a strong Creative Europe programme to implement it. Soon, I will also launch a call for evidence to further gather the views of our cultural and creative sectors, of member states, and of citizens. The latter, which are the consumers of our culture, are also quite important to me. But I also believe that, I firmly believe actually, that we must join forces. We must join forces to send a strong message. We must join forces to illustrate why the European Union and its member states should support, invest, and spend more on culture. This is why I stand before you today, providing direction, coherence, and a new level of ambition. Providing direction. To achieve this, I intend to put forward a joint declaration, bringing together the three main institutions under one strong political commitment. A commitment endorsing our principles. A commitment reinforcing the central position that culture holds for our societies and our people, where the Commission, the European Parliament and the Member States are equal partners in shaping our vision for the future. This collaborative approach is my political vision and my promise to you today. Because a strategy's true worth lies not only in the vision and the goal it sets, but in the momentum that we build together. For this to materialize, the full and assertive co-ownership of all EU institutions is essential. This is no small task, but it is possible. If we work together, we can make it possible. I count on your full support, and I look forward to your contributions here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. And we will now start the round of speakers on behalf of the political groups, beginning with